Alright, guys, welcome to Flavio Ariana's MMA show. I'm your host, Flavio Ariana, brought to you by Four Corner Sports. Alright, guys, so yes, you see it on the header, you see it on the title. UFC announces Jon Jones versus Ciryl Gane. Jon Jones is making his heavyweight debut on March 4th, alright? And yes, it is actually for the heavyweight championship. The UFC has stripped Francis Ngannou of the belt. Now, Francis Ngannou is no longer with the UFC. He is actually on his own. He's a free agent for any promotion to sign him. Dana White had put it out there after UFC Vegas 67, after Strickland defeated Nassourdine Imavov. Dana White has said on the press conference that yes, that the billboard exposure on T-Mobile Arena, that yes, those are accurate, that somebody leaked out that Jones was fighting Gane, and it's 100% in the books. Alright, so we got that out the way. Francis is no longer with the UFC. Dana has said that Francis was, for the last 2 years, trying to negotiate a contract. He wants to be an independent contractor. He wants to go box and stuff like that. Dana, as usual, was talking down upon his former fighter, saying that Francis is going to fight lesser opponents for more money. He's going to be fighting cans. And you know what? That's pretty much what prize fighting is. I mean, you are trying to fight the easiest opponent possible, making the most money possible. And I don't blame Francis. I mean, Francis can go anywhere. I personally, if I was Francis, I'm going to the PFL. That $1 million season, that's intriguing right there. All right. If you're able to knock people out cold, get $1 million afterwards, after winning the tournaments, and after each fight that you're fighting, you get your base pay. That's incredible. That's incredible right there. And I would do that. And the PFL would have so much momentum after signing Jake Paul. Yes, Jake Paul is with the PFL. They have Shane Burgos, they have Thiago Santos, they have a couple of UFC fighters on that roster, and that can catapult them to solidify a very concrete number 2 promotion in the MMA world. All right. Yes, the UFC loses Francis, and it just sucks because we wanted to see the whole Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou, and I truly do believe, with the bottom of my heart, that Francis was going to lose to Jon Jones, and I just think that Jon Jones' fight IQ is just next level, and it's not even close. I think that Jon Jones was going to win that heavyweight championship, and now it's vacant right now. So the question is, how is he going to do against Ciryl Gane? I think Ciryl Gane is actually a tougher opponent as opposed to Francis Ngannou. I think the shiftiness, the way that he fights, the way that he likes to fight at range, I think that ring rust is a real thing, and I would like to see if Jon does struggle at some point throughout the fight. I think that him being away from the game for about 3 years and then jumping into a title fight is outrageous. But I think, if anything, Jon Jones does deserve that. Jon Jones does deserve the belt. And Jon Jones, in my opinion, I do believe that Jon Jones is going to win the UFC heavyweight title. I think that there's nothing stopping Jon Jones from getting to that point. And if on March 4th, Jon Jones wins the heavyweight championship, I think there's nothing more to discuss than him being the greatest fighter to ever live. All right, nothing of Khabib Nurmagomedov being the greatest fighter. Nothing of George St. Pierre, Anderson Silva. All right, I think that Jon Jones, what he has done at an early age, and to get to the point that he's at right now, and getting a second belt, running through folks, the what's it called, the stuff that he has away from the octagon that robbed him of a couple of prime fights in the middle of his career, and then to win the second belt, I mean, there's nothing like it. And also, this is a huge opportunity for Ciryl Gane, because if Ciryl Gane does win, I mean, not only that he would get the actual, and what we see it as the first victory over Jon Jones, right? That's going to catapult him into high heights. I mean, he was an interim champion before. He was trying to capture the heavyweight championship last year. And I believe that if he does win, I mean, look out, because I can't see, much heavyweights in this division getting the better of Ciryl Gane, not even of somebody of a Sergey Pavlovich, right? And I think that Sergey Pavlovich is somewhat of a scary monster in the heavyweight division, but I just do believe, I heavily do believe that Jon Jones is going to get this thing done. We also had, Ngannou saying that, he wanted to fight for, freedom and stuff like that. He wanted his freedom. He wanted everything that came with being an independent contractor, health insurance. And that was one of the reasons why, Ngannou did not want to sign with the UFC. But I'm kind of glad that, not that I'm glad that Ngannou's gone. I'm just glad that there is going to be some type of movement in the heavyweight division, just because the heavyweight division was held up last year by Ngannou, and I truly understand it. And I wish that they had an interim title belt to at least have some type of movement. But we are here now with the news that Jon Jones will be fighting will not be fighting Francis Ngannou, be fighting Ciryl Gane for the vacant heavyweight championship. But yeah, guys, that is my take. That is the news that is happening. March 4th is official. Jones, Ciryl Gane for the heavyweight title at T-Mobile Arena. Till then, guys, I am Flav Oriana. Thank you for tuning in to Flav Oriana's MMA show, and I will see you guys next time. Peace, guys, and have a good one. See ya.